Welcome
Welcome.
to the Three Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
The Professor.
Gamble.
And this is the Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 5 recap. So we got first of all, this episode was just cracking 100%.
Yeah.
It was just
Fuego.
It went off. It was fuego. We was just trying to put together a little list of things.
Yeah.
The list is extensive.
Little
There's some top moments, but you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, brother Professor, you know what I'm saying, if you can go ahead and just give us that first point, we can go in.
Yeah.
All right, so there's so much that happened in this episode. We don't even know where to start. We're going to first get it popping. When Bran saw he sent the crows.
He sent the crows. Okay,
Yeah.
that was it. Did you see how the white was flashing between each of the crows' eyes?
Yeah.
No, I
But
did not see
let's
that.
talk about the fact
That
that,
was his eyes,
that
yeah.
he can control multiple ravens simultaneously.
At the same time, bro.
You're controlling a flock of birds right now.
Yeah.
But I don't. You didn't see it, but
No,
like
I didn't see that.
their eyes, they would just flash white, like he would just
Oh.
pop into each of their
Each
eyes.
one of them, yep.
Oh, that's what he was
I
doing.
just-
Yeah,
doing,
that's what he
yep.
was
Oh,
doing.
he's
So
hopping around them.
he was hopping all through the crows.
each-
Yeah, bro.
okay.
And it
So
was
not
like,
simultaneous.
so like their eye would be white, and they would blink, it would go back black, and then they would go to another bird, it'd be white.
So then
That's
you
how
knew
it
that's
happened
how he
with
was
Unison.
mentally. That's how you knew he was mentally challenging through each bird.
Every single one. Yeah, bro.
And then
Okay.
he gets there. He sees we get to see the hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Thousands
that was,
of walkers.
not maybe.
But-
That was
but-
definitely
Yeah, that was
thousands.
definitely
No,
thousands.
they've been using the 100,000 number for.
Yeah, that's easy, bro.
They've been using that number a lot.
One
with the
little
White Walkers.
patch that was in there was easily like one little patch in the corner was like 500.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
another little patch like 500.
Right.
What we saw on screen was at least 3 G's.
Yeah,
3,000.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
said
Look,
G's,
the
but you know
Night
what I mean?
King
Like,
looks at the flock, and as soon as he makes eye contact,
They get
they
the fuck out of there,
disperse.
bro.
They
Yeah.
disperse like
Yeah.
immediately.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Brand is like,
Yeah,
and we finally get to see our first emotion from Brand since the motherfucker. Can I say MF? Since,
yeah,
since,
yeah,
since-
yeah. Wide open, bro.
since he's
Everything's
come
open.
back, we see his first emotion, dog.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's true.
He's like, what did he say? I can't. Did he say
He
winter
was
is
like-
coming or?
No,
no, he said we need
Ravens.
We need to,
Oh yeah,
we
he
need
said
Ravens. We
He
need
said,
Ravens.
We need
We need
Ravens. That's
yeah,
what
we
he
need
said.
Ravens.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was speaking to a maester.
He was. But you know what confused me for a quick second? I thought he was saying we need ravens, like the ravens wouldn't disperse like that. That's what I thought at first.
Oh,
like,
no. Oh, yeah, I see what you're
But
saying.
then I realized he just meant we need to send the word off
Literally.
that shit's getting cracking. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's
fact-
popping off now.
The fact that nothing has been able to shake him at all, and
Except that.
he looked petrified.
Yeah.
He did.
When he
Yeah.
came back.
That makes
When he
me
came
worried.
back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came back like we're in fucking shit is getting real right now.
Yeah, bro. And they're going to Eastwatch. Why are they going there and not the
I think what they're trying to do is go around the wall.
Right.
Oh,
The
there's
wall
the
has kept him
water.
out the whole time.
Use the
before.
shore.
So the way it's set up, East Watch by the Sea is along the wall, but it's the easternmost point of the wall where the wall meets the water.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's like hanging
true.
on the edge of the wall.
Yep.
So in the book, they would walk through the water, like and they would
They
like,
would
they're
walk
walking
on top of water.
Yeah, either on or if it's frozen water, or like they would walk at the bottom of the lake, or you know what I'm saying,
Just like Pirates of the Caribbean.
and climb
Yeah.
boats.
Just like Pirates of the Caribbean.
So
yeah.
that's why it's a possibility. They're like, dude, we're just gonna go around the wall, like fuck the wall.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
The walls kept him out this whole time.
Yeah. So what's
So right on those lines, after they sent out the Ravens, they started popping us around to different locations, and the next place they took us to. Hold on, let's talk about Daenerys.
Daenerys?
Oh,
Talking about John and Daenerys?
No, I'm talking about Daenerys and them Tarleys. Well, we got to talk about the John.
Oh,
Daenerys.
you talking about when she took him out?
Yeah,
Talking about when she took him out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's talk
Bend
about
the
how
knee?
we jumped to the
Yeah.
to the front of the episode when that was when the war is over. She's got the motherfucking
Holy
dragon in
shit.
the back.
Yeah.
Looking fishy.
You said Jurassic
After
Park.
every
status symbol.
status
It's
symbol,
almost
yeah.
like Avatar. Y'all remember Avatar
Yeah,
when he had
Avatar.
that thing hanging over the back? Like you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
ride
yeah.
with it, or you can die.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking
Yeah.
about
It's the exact
the
same
Tarok
thing they were
Toad
doing.
thing?
Yeah,
whatever?
Tarok
yeah,
Toad.
yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot about
yeah,
that
He
yeah,
had
shit.
a dragon, bro. The
Same
cinematography was beautiful.
shit, bro,
the
same
fucking
shit.
yeah, like the sun was setting. It was like
It was night. Everything
man,
looked
talk, man.
everything.
The cinematography was great, fellas. Was that good? Yeah,
no,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he doesn't know as much as us.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
like we're like he's learning
He's learning
as
at the
much
same time.
person.
Yeah, like
Does he know?
no, he does.
No, this is his
I'm a
first
virgin
season.
to
ever.
this
His
shit.
first season ever. Yeah.
He's jumping
Yeah, yeah.
off. He doesn't
Yeah.
know. He has nowhere.
So it's like having sex and say, "Wait, how we doing, nigga? You like this? We're doing great. We're doing
yeah.
great."
So he's like learning a lot on these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
And
then
the
adding,
names, I'm bad with
and then
names,
adding
so.
his director's point of view from it too as well. So
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's all contributed by saying, events. But that name.
So yeah, Brian pulls Jamie out the water. They get out the water, coughing up water and shit. And then Brian's like, "Look, I need you to understand something. You're not dying until I get my shit." Like you
Yeah.
cannot die till you get what you promised me.
Bro, I fuck with Braun's character so heavy, bro. So heavy, bro. One, okay, but the whole scene with the Tarleys though. Tarley was like, Tarley's not with the bullshit. I personally
when
been
they didn't kneel and shit.
when he didn't kneel. I personally I personally been a
Yeah.
Randall Tarley fan because
From the beginning.
From the beginning because it was a certain scene in
I
the
can
book.
vouch for those people from the book days. He has been 100% with Tarley.
I've been with him, bro. I've been with him because you know when I was with him in the book, there was a scene where he was giving out, he was sentencing people at the boat docks. Like that's where he decided to hold court that day in his town at the boat docks, right?
Yeah.
So what did the nigga do? He stole something.
No,
right?
they had dice. He had weighted dice or some shit.
That's what it was. That's what it was. He had weighted dice. He had cheated a game, and they're at court like, yo, he cheated. Blah, blah, blah. If Randall Tarley's sitting there watching, he was like, cut off all his fingers except his thumb. He's gonna need those. Like, bro, I was because it was like he did him dirty, not dirty enough to kill him, to sentence him to death. So he was like, but you still gonna no. He let him keep his thumb and his index finger. Those are the only fingers. He cut 3 off though, because he was like, you still need to be punished. So cut 3 fingers off of each hand, but leave his because he can still work if he has his thumb and his index finger.
Yeah.
So
Randall Tarley is a stone cold figure, right?
He
Or
is.
was.
I feel like if you
Was.
And they
say
established
was.
in the previous episode when he was communicated with Jamie.
Yes.
So they established that he's a no-nonsense kind of character. So when they showed him, I'm like, okay, we all knew he was not going to bend the knee. We're like,
we knew that.
That was.
Oh, so you already knew like he was like
We
arrogant,
knew
like
that wasn't.
Like, he
not
it's not even
necessarily
that.
arrogant, but
he's firm in
loyal.
his stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear is not going to get him to change his mind.
Yeah,
If you go another route, like for example, we're talking about John would have been able to change his mind. He's like, we got to stick together and survive kind of situation.
Yeah.
But say he's a
using
good talker,
fear.
right?
She was like, either you're going to submit or you're going to die.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about death. Like I'm a soldier.
She said it's a choice, but really it's ultimatum. Like
It's ultimate.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's-
And this, and mind you, we've been talking about like how that's been getting on my nerves with her, like because even when her and John met, I was excited, but I was like, I knew she was gonna be on that bullshit, like where it's like. Every so often, we about to make a breakthrough. You on some bend the knee shit. Like, calm the fuck down. And then she finally started becoming human when Jorah
Jorah
came
back. Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Jesus.
the first
he
thing y'all
came.
pointed out when he came back.
Bro, I was like, oh my gosh,
that what
she's.
triggered it?
Yeah, that had to be, bro. When
Had
she
to be,
saw
bro. She's
him,
gonna bring her back to Earth.
that was the first time we saw like a human interaction.
Oh yeah,
from
and that's
her.
what you. When
Yeah.
she smiled.
She smiled, looked like she was about to cry. I was like,
her
finally.
character's always been that way to me. Like they build her up so much, she makes all these great moves, and then she just says something. I'm just like, man, you still on that fuck shit.
Man, yeah, bro. That's what she does, bro. She's always does that. It's like you be following and riding with her, and then she says some bullshit. You be like, damn, bro, get off of that, please.
Damaged
Like,
goods.
Always, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
So just we didn't really say what happened for the people, just to refresh everybody's memory.
Oh yeah.
We
you're right.
didn't.
So
Yeah.
we didn't.
So she was
gave
like,
them-
bend the knee or die, and he was like, I'm not gonna do it. She was like, step forward, my lord. He steps forward,
And then his son had to say something.
and then
Dickon had to.
well, Tyrion was like, we can send him to the wall.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
sent him to the
Yeah,
wall.
he-
But Tyrion is just
and-
trying. He's trying to
and
like.
Tyrion
ease
wasn't with the
things right
burn.
now. You can't kill
so
anybody.
or the execution, and then he was. Daenerys looked like she was maybe entertaining it for a second, but
She
he
did,
says he was like, "You can't send me to the wall. You're not my queen."
That
Which
was yeah.
That
that-
guaranteed his death at that point.
Yeah.
and that guaranteed
it
his
did,
death
it did.
because at the same time she's been trying not to play by Westerosi rules either.
Right.
So Tyrion was there, and I didn't even think the wall either. Like I kind of forgot that the wall was even an option for criminals. You know what I mean? Like I always forget that because it was
Because
like
they've yet to do that in the series.
Right.
They've mentioned it several times.
they've
Like,
done
were
it.
talking
No,
about
they've
sending
done it
Ned
before.
for villains, but they've yet to send a
Yeah.
good guy to the wall. Like Ned was supposed to go to the wall before they beheaded him.
Janos Synth was the only one that made it to the wall.
Yeah, Janos Sling.
And Jon,
Sling.
clearly, but-
Sling. Yeah, he was the
Sling.
only one that was like a criminal that they sent to the wall and actually made it.
So they've
Oh.
teased it, but they haven't done it.
Because
so-
in this, because you don't know about this, but in this world, say you do something,
Yeah.
it's either as long as they don't sentence you to death, or is it always an option?
They'll offer the wall to you, either either death on the wall, or they say we'll castrate you to the wall. It's always like a very intense punishment for the wall. But the wall,
Yeah.
you're going to be cold the rest of your life. You're never going to have women ever again.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So some people are like, bro,
Give
just
your
come.
house name, all that.
Some dudes are like, bro, just castrate me, bro.
Or just kill me because
Or
I'm
just
not
kill
going
me,
to the
yeah.
wall. To
Whereas
freeze
in
my
like
ass
1,000 years ago, 700 years ago, going to the wall was something that was honorable.
Yeah.
Like you volunteer to go to the wall. Like,
Yeah,
to protect
yeah.
humanity.
Yeah,
But now it's a
They
joke.
were-
It's only
they were
criminals.
respected.
Okay.
Like hell.
It's only criminals and low lives up there now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And not only that, the wall, like that big wall up there,
Yeah.
it had 26 or 25 operating castles. Like, so it takes at least 100 to 200 people to operate one castle and then defend it on top of that.
Yeah.
They used to, now there's only 3 castles now that are operational. So that's
So when
why.
John became Lord Commander, he was like, my first priority is getting every castle up, like functional again.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
he divided everybody up to the castles, and it was spread too thin. So that's one of the reasons why he wanted to bring the Wildlies in to help man the castles.
Yeah,
Okay.
to help build up the
They
ranks.
were
Yeah.
like, brother, we're spread so thin that we only manning 3 of these castles. People could people get like 2,000 people through the wall, and we would never even know it because we can't man and monitor all of this.
And on top of that, it might take me a fucking week and a half to even get to the next castle.
Yeah.
Because
So-
that's how long the wall is.
So real quick with the
Yeah.
whole the Charlie situation, she was going to behead him. Well, we thought they were going to be beheaded, but she's like, no, I'm going to burn him.
Burn him,
And the
yeah.
reason why this is so such a big deal is because the Mad King and them.
That's what they
that's
did.
how
burned
they did.
fathers and
Yep.
sons specifically.
They did to kill the whole heritage, the whole
Yeah.
to
Right.
kill
They
the
killed
bloodline.
Ned's
Bloodline.
oldest brother and Ned's dad. They killed the father and son from every house.
That's why.
So-
what's his name was? That's why Tyrion mentioned that. He was like, I mean, you don't
can't
wanna
be
kill-
burning people.
Can't burn off the people, killing off the
Especially you
bloodline.
did the
Both of them
exact
together like
same
that.
way that the Mad King did it. Father and son. You burned
And
them alive.
people hate the Mad King for the way that he burned people alive.
Which was her father, right? So
Which
if
is
you're
her
trying to
father.
separate yourself from him, but
She's doing the exact same thing.
Does she
Right.
know that?
And then that scene,
She
with,
knows she's
okay,
doing
she's
that, right?
consciously ignoring it.
And then that scene with Tyrion and Varys right after that.
And Varys' loyalty is looking pretty shaky right now.
Oh, it's looking
Yeah,
shaky.
it's pretty
It's
shaky
looking
right now.
shaky.
I think he's the
shaky.
traitor because
Oh,
they
he
used
is.
to saying there may be a traitor in the camp, and that's how Cersei and them are one step ahead of them.
It's
their
Varys.
battle
It's gotta be
plans.
Varys.
Oh yeah.
'Cause the
And
one-
then. And then do you remember in the first episode when she punked the fuck out of him?
Yeah.
She walked up, she said, well,
Your loyalty is
yeah,
questionable.
yeah, your
Yeah.
loyalty's
Yeah.
been questionable, my nigga. Like every time you don't like who's ever on the throne, you make sure you get him out of there. And
But I will say this though: the way they write the show, they write it in a way that if we can predict that to be the outcome, that turns out not to be the outcome.
ever.
Right.
So I'm saying if
right.
we are
That's true.
consciously saying, okay, I think that Varys is the traitor, then it's probably not the traitor. He's probably a red herring. You see
Yeah.
what I'm
Because
saying?
yeah.
because
Trying
they
to
do that a
distract
lot
you.
in the show.
A
A lot
lot,
in the
yeah.
show.
And they
The way
do
that-
a
the
lot
way-
of foreshadowing in
Yeah,
the show
they
too.
do.
Yeah.
A lot of swerves.
But a lot of it is just feints, though. It's really just
Feints,
feints.
right.
A lot of it's just feints. They just don't
So-
showing that shoulder, but they're not really hitting that jab.
They're trying
So
to be
I'm
ahead
saying,
of
like,
They're trying to be ahead of us. That's
So
yeah.
that means Samuel Tarly.
So that means Samuel Tarly is the natural,
Lord.
is the last male. He's the heir.
Especially he
He is
just-
the
he
heir.
just left,
Well,
too.
I think, did he get High Garden? They never specified it. But
Did he
he
get
was
High-
the next. He did promise him that Jamie was like, when we get the war, when the war is over.
I'll give you high guard.
He said that, right? I
To
can't remember the exact
Bronn.
agreement. No, he was talking to Tarly because he had to persuade Tarly to fight.
Oh,
for
that's
him.
right. He did say that.
So
That's
that means Samuel very well may be one of the head of the 7 kingdoms now. And speaking of head of the 7 kingdoms, we got Gendry is fucking back. Gendry is back.
Gendry is back, bro.
Oh my! I've been wait, bro. We haven't seen him since season 3 on that boat.
Yeah, when he got him, it was So
Yeah.
we saw him all season 2, season 3, and he was gone from the
And he was
beginning.
Just to
gone
recap,
before-
Gendry is Robert Baratheon's bastard. Joffrey, because Robert Baratheon had mad bastards everywhere.
Yeah.
And Joffrey, when we became
It was
king,
about 11 of them total.
Yeah.
He sent the
gold cloaks.
gold cloaks throughout the city, throughout King's Landing, killing every Robert Baratheon bastard.
And we're
Drowning
talking
them,
babies too.
babies,
Yeah.
kids,
Drowning them.
teenagers, drowning them, cutting their heads off, just ruthless. So was it Davos who got Gendry away from King's Landing?
Davos is the one.
Davos
yeah.
got him away.
Well, no, the way it worked was originally Gendry was with the Night's Watch. He got sent off to the Night's Watch. That's how him and Arya met in Hot Pie. That was their little crew. And then that war broke out.
Wait, it was
and-
Arya, Genji, and oh boy,
Hot Pie.
He
Hot
got
Pie.
yeah,
sent.
yeah,
Who
yeah.
sent him to? He was forced, or somebody told him to tour in the Night's Watch to keep him safe because they knew the Baratheon bastards were being killed. He wasn't aware of that, but I think that's why he
might
got
have
sent
been
away.
Davos. It might have even been
He didn't run into
Littlefinger.
Davos till
It
later.
might have even been Littlefinger. You think it was Littlefinger?
I can't remember who did it.
I can't either.
In the comments, let us know.
Yeah, let us
Yeah,
know.
let us know in the comments.
They'll
Google
know.
Let us know this shit.
They're probably watching. It's like, what the
but-
fuck?
But besides him coming back, though, besides him, well, if we stay
We
on
get,
that
we get
point,
the John and Gendry reunion, which is the stag
which is
and the
literally like watching episode 1 when Robert and Ned saw each other.
Yeah,
for
he
the
was.
first
He was
time.
like, yeah, you're a little bit leaner. He was like, you're a little bit leaner.
Oh.
Than Robert. He said, well, yeah, you're a little bit shorter than
yeah.
Ned.
And you saw his
They had
expression.
the little stare down, then they smiled.
Yeah.
Literally
which was exactly
identical.
what John, or exactly what Ned and Rob did with each other.
Episode 1. Literally, this is
Oh, so that was an homage to that?
this was
Yeah,
their this
that
was
moment?
Right,
this
yeah.
was sons
'Cause
doing
Ned-
exactly
Ned was
what
like,
their fathers
wow,
did in
that is
episode
nice.
1.
That is
Yeah,
great.
They've never
Robert
met.
was like, he was like, you look older, you look old, and then Ned was like, man, you look kind of fat.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Had the
Yo,
same
that's how you
Now,
talk to your king.
look.
He was like, that's how you talk to your king, like that.
Uh-huh.
And then
Look.
they smiled, and he was like, okay, it's all love.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
they hugged.
Okay, not to play devil's advocate too much or anything. Now, they did show that scene, and that was amazing. But toward the end, they did show that there may be a little discourse because Gendry is not fucking with the Bandit Brotherhoods. He's not fucking with them.
Oh yeah.
He's not fucking with them.
So that was when they got to
Toward
the wall.
Yeah. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I just want to say, I
No,
just want
that's
to put that
fine.
out
That's
there.
fine. No. I don't think that's not going to be an issue.
You don't think it's
Before
gonna be an
we
issue?
hop out of that, can we please mention the Warhammer?
Yes. Because when he said grab a sword, he don't need no sword.
No. You even before that, you was like, I mean, he don't know how to fight though. That was
Oh,
brought
yeah,
up.
I did say that.
We don't know how to fight. We was like, I mean, what the fuck is he gonna do?
Yeah.
He pulls out the Warhammer, and bro, literally every Gendry fanboy is like, man, I hope this nigga gets a hammer.
Yeah, that's it.
Been saying it for years,
That's
man.
it.
Bro, we ever touch
And
a
I'm
hammer?
a Robert Baratheon fan, so I've always wanted to see Robert Baratheon.
Okay, because Robert Baratheon, they say when he was in his prime, he used to hit people so hard with that hammer, they would have full body armor on their chest. He would hit them in the
cave it
chest
in.
and kill them with one fucking hit.
Yes,
dog.
bro. That's how. Because he was the strongest in the Seven Kingdoms.
In the fucking books, the Baratheons are all 6'5". Okay?
All of them are giants.
They're 6'5", 6'6", like
Lean
buff,
as-
lean,
yeah.
have like this dark, cold fucking hair. Where like the Targaryens are like smooth and like thin and like beautiful, elegant.
Yeah.
The Baratheons are like the fucking just hardcore savage. Because
Yeah,
the first
they were.
Baratheon was Targaryen bastard.
He was, and that's how it started.
Aegon the
Yeah.
Conqueror's bastard brother was the first Baratheon.
They were,
His name
yeah.
was like Boros Baratheon or some shit.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
savage.
The very, very beginning. This is hundreds of years ago.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
yeah.
We can't even get into that. I'm a big Baratheon fan, dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
but
so
we
when
fuck
he
with-
grabbed it, and then he
when
went
he
to the
grabbed-
beach.
and when we saw him, because look, that whole scene, I was like, please, let's see.
You
him.
wanted him to. Yeah, you wanted
As
him
soon
to.
as,
You know
as
what?
soon as
I
they walked
thought-
to the boat and we saw the gold clothes, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna see that. We're about to see that hammer action.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah. You predicted
they
But
it.
then they
talking
played with
this-
it like it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
They played with it like it wasn't gonna
It
happen.
seemed like,
bro. They played with
it
it like
seemed
it
like they
wasn't
were
gonna
pulling
happen,
back.
bro.
He gave him his money.
I almost thought we weren't going to be able to see.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna have to
Like,
approach the
yo.
boat, but it popped off. Genji was like, man, fuck this shit.
Yo, they were still talking. Genji was like, nah, I'm done with it. I'm done
Yeah.
with it.
Headshots, dog.
Shout out to Davos,
Boom,
though.
boom.
Shout out to Davos.
Bruh, he-
Davos can talk his way
boy.
out
Yeah.
of anything.
He was about to be out of
Yeah,
there.
bro.
Yeah,
He was about to be
he
out of there.
covered. He covered it and everything. And
Yeah,
nigga-
that was smooth.
That nigga said, "Is it It's still 5 dragons, right?" He said, 5. You older than you look. 15 a piece now, my nigga. What? He's like, well, I'd say it's a pleasure doing business with you, but I can't.
As soon as the gold clothes came in the frame, Gendry was looking at the hammer.
He was
Yeah.
ready.
He was ready.
So now I really need, because even though we saw him work, he killed him from behind.
Yeah, so it wasn't
I
like
still need to see what you could do face to face.
face, right?
Even though they're clearly.
Yeah, because we didn't see his defensive game at
We
all.
didn't see your
Yeah.
defense game either. I mean, and the Warhammer is not a quick item. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a heavy swing.
You need to when
compared
you
to a sword.
You need to catch people off guard type
exactly.
shit.
And not only do you need to catch them off
You need to be able
guard,
to evade.
every
move.
strike
No,
needs to
here's
be.
what it's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be. It's gonna be John and Gendry. That's what it's gonna be. John's gonna have
Fight
that
it.
swiftness together
Right,
beside by
right,
side.
right, right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
And
yeah.
Gendry's gonna be just cracking the chest in. Cracking the chest of dome. You know
Maybe
what I
he'll
mean?
be like the
It's-
finish him guy.
it's
you know,
literally
like,
gonna be
slice
like-
him up and
it's-
then he comes in.
You know what? Their team that they have right now is low key. The team that they have right now at the
The
wall
one that they just went to
is
the wall
built.
with?
Is built. Is built like a
Man.
SWAT team because there's always some.
SEAL
There's
Team
always
6 out here.
There's always somebody with like a submachine gun. There's always somebody
They
with
all
an
have a
assault rifle.
specialty.
Exactly,
Okay.
and then there's
Yeah.
always somebody with the shotty, with the pump.
And they
You know
just
what I'm
need to
saying?
use them
We
right.
literally have
correct?
every
That's it.
badass from Westeros, basically.
Every badass fighter. We have
That's
all
not
the
in-
fighters.
Other than ones with Winterfell are together right now, dog.
It's like the ultimate fantasy team.
But you know what? Even though I'm so happy they're together, they went over the whole plan. They did. They could have. Come on. First of all, why aren't you niggas on horses?
Yeah.
Why the
Yeah.
fuck did y'all not
Oh,
even?
yeah.
Why did y'all not even? Why did y'all walk? Why are
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
walking?
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
You know what? That's why I think this is fan service from the writers of the show. I don't think this
What do
is
you mean
gonna,
by fan service?
I don't think this is going to happen like this in the book. I think they're like, okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
think they're like, okay, we're about to lose a lot of favorite characters. Let's give the fans at least one thing where they can be like, all right, at least we got to see our favorite characters together fight side by side.
I see what you're saying.
This is the
Giving us
last.
something.
I think this is literally the last.
Because the way to keep the integrity of the show, like I said last time, they're gonna have to kill off some of these people. In the
Right, because look at the progress of the show and the seasons. It's like the first season was happy for the most part until Ned died, right?
Until Ned died.
Then the second season was sad. Third season was even sadder, right? We got
It
Rob
was.
died.
And then fourth
And
season was just depressing.
It was like downhill. So when
It's
they got
the first
Winterfell
time we're
back,
coming up.
first time we're coming up. This is the first time we're coming up, and this
Yeah,
whole
literally.
season has been uphill, right?
Yeah, this
So
is-
I think
yeah.
this is
Been a whole bunch of
Everybody's coming
meetings.
home.
Everybody's
right
coming
before,
together.
right
Homecomings.
before Act 3 in every movie or show, shit nosedives.
Yeah.
It gets horrible as fuck, and then that's where the final act happens. So I think what's happening is they're doing this for like the roller coaster, and we're about to lose some main fucking characters. dog.
So we're about to.
I
go
mean,
right-
we have
go
too
out
many
to go over.
characters. We have too many characters that just went above the wall that are
Yeah,
in
that are
Paris.
main, like-
Shit, bro, listen to what we have. We have fucking
You have the Hound.
Yeah.
we got the Hound, who is
It's
already
deep. It's
legendary
deep as
by
fuck.
himself.
It's deep as fuck.
The Hound is a legend. Is a
Yeah.
legend.
We
by
got
himself.
Thoros of Mir, who is the fucking Red Priest. For people who don't know, he's the fucking Red Priest who brought Barrick Dondarrion, who's also there, the one-eyed guy. He brought him back 6 or 7 times. So we
Wait,
got
so that's the guy that Sir Jorah called out.
which one did he call out?
The guy that was not the.
Sir Jorah. Yeah, Sir
Yeah.
Jorah called out
The priest, the Red Priest,
the
who's a-
Thoros of Mir.
Who was a
Samir.
drunk?
So yeah. So he said he's the one who brought back a boy with a patch.
Barrick
Yes,
Dondarrion.
yes.
Several
Okay.
times.
7 times, I think.
How did he?
Five-
How does? Oh, so how did he bring him back?
He's-
He-
goes over
he's
to
he's
him.
part of the red thing.
He'll pray
The
over.
same
He was just do a
this-
pray over him. He didn't go to the lengths that the Red Witch did. He was just there to pray over him, and he came back to life. He was like, "Oh, I didn't think that was going to work." He's a
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
He doesn't even
Yeah.
walk the
Yeah.
light like that.
Yeah.
So he Barrick Dondarrion says every time he comes back, he loses a piece of himself. But he
Yeah.
also wields the flaming sword,
Yeah.
which is like a fake flaming sword. So I think what's going to happen, I think Jon is going to die.
And
And,
they
within
gonna
the
bring
next
him
2
back.
episodes, he's going to die. And I think Thoros
Wow.
of Mir,
Yeah.
because from a storytelling standpoint, you send away the Red Priest.
Yeah.
Melisandre, we're fucked. We don't have anybody to bring John back.
Yup,
right
yup.
before they go beyond the wall, you bring us
Bring
back
somebody who
another
can-
Red Priest.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
You're
You're
doing that for a
right.
storytelling reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So,
I didn't think about that.
I think John's going to come back. And when John comes back and this Red Priest sees it, he's like, this dude is the fucking chosen one.
Right.
Oh.
And when they this is bringing everything together. When they get the proof and they go back to Dragonstone, we got a Red Priest coming with us.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We got Dave. Well, I don't know if Davos is going to make it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. From
Nah,
a story,
I don't think he is,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
from,
be
from
real
a story standpoint,
I don't think he is.
he has served every purpose that he has
He
been meant to
need- that he
serve.
had- yeah.
Every like Easter egg that has been within him. What is it called? Like Chekhov's gun. You know what I'm talking about? Chekhov's gun.
No, yeah.
So it's a thing with like screenwriting. It's this rule called Chekhov's gun, which means in Act 1, if you show Chekhov's gun above a fireplace and you like, make the camera focus in on that, that means in Act 3 or by Act 3, that gun has to go
To
off.
go off. Yeah.
I'm saying every
Oh.
gun that Sir
That
Davos has gone off.
Right.
Stannis' daughter has been he served his point. Then he told everybody
did,
about that.
he did.
He brought
Yeah.
Genji.
The only
back
thing
just
he
now.
had left was Genji.
Genji,
That's
and he
his,
just
was his
brought him back.
last
Oh
storyline
shit!
he had to
Yeah,
close.
That's
Yeah.
right. And he fulfilled it.
He filled that. He served every purpose he was supposed to serve at this point. So I think we may be seeing the end of Sir Davos. And we had that one little last scene with him by the boats. Like
He was speaking of farewell.
he was very prominent.
Yeah.
He was very
Yeah.
prominent.
He was speaking real farewellish, and he was just like, I'm not good with a sword, so
He was like,
like-
you're a liability.
You know what's gonna happen.
Giant swordsman. He was like,
You
you
are.
are.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think a few people are dead. I think the Hound is about to be a major fucking character, bro.
No. The Hound is here to stay. The Hound is here to stay.
What the hell, bro?
The Hound is here to stay, bro. Because this
He's
is
gonna show some real
'cause
like
this
some
is the
serious
thing with the
feats
Hound,
behind that
because
wall,
we-
yo. He
we-
gonna do some work.
Yeah.
because
Go to some
and
more
this is the
back.
thing we and this is what and this
is
is the thing we can't remember. Remember last episode, the Hound saw things in the flames.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the Hound
yeah,
is
that's
the
right.
Hound
The
is the
fact
Hound
that
is
they
no
went straight-
longer
Oh, you're
just a
right.
reckless fuck everybody. I'll kill whoever I
He
want.
like he believes
He's
that now.
like, I see a greater purpose
And
now.
look,
Yeah,
what I
he
love
believes
about
things
this,
now.
we keep referring to Jon Snow as the uniter, right?
Right.
Because people will be like, fuck this, fuck that. I don't like this guy.
They get
And
around
Jon will
him.
give a speech. He'll give
Yep.
one speech. He gave 2 speeches,
all
right?
it takes.
He gave one
Yeah.
in fucking Dragonstone. And he was like,
Yep.
he gave the speech to Daenerys. Just like, okay, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not fully with him, but he has her loyalty now.
Right.
Then we go to the wall. Everybody's beefing because there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of tension in that room.
Yeah.
And John was like, we're all on the same. Somebody was like, we're all on the same side. And he was like, somebody was like, are we? John was like, yeah, we are. We're breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that was
everybody was like, bro,
You're right.
You're right,
right,
bro.
right,
You're
right,
right.
right.
And yeah, immediately all that because it was about to pop off in that moment, like because
Bro,
he
you
was
got
like,
so many strong personalities together, bro.
yeah, because he
Yeah.
was like, once he said, Mormont, I haven't seen you in a while. He said,
You're a fucking Mormon.
your fucking father hunted
Yeah.
the shit out of us.
He said he hunted us like animals. He said, and if I'm not mistaken, I think y'all did the
The
same.
same.
Yeah.
He didn't back down at all,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Bruh, cause, bruh,
He's been
Jerome
like the
Mormont
assholes.
ain't never with the shit, bruh. Jerome Mormont's with the shit, period. He's with the shit. He's always been with the shit.
So
Hold
Joy,
up.
he's a monster.
What up?
He's
What up?
been
He's a
with the
monster
shit.
too.
We got some motherfuckers who have like thousands of years of loyalty together, but
Yeah.
they've never met face to face type shit.
That's
It's
true,
Like the
that's
family.
true,
It's like the Mormonts and the Starks, bruh.
Yeah.
The fucking Starks. The girl who was like, the North knows no king except King in the North. That's his cousin, right? So he's the rightful lord of her house type.
He
shit.
is.
Except
If he comes back, he could be the Lord of more
except
of Bear
he
Island.
was exiled by Ned Stark.
Yup.
Now John, he's the king of the North. He can what's it called?
No.
What's it
Robert
called?
Baratheon pardoned him too.
Oh, he's already been pardoned.
He's already been
So
pardoned.
he's good to go, bro. We got so much power in that fucking room. We got a Stark, a Mormont, Baratheon. So only reunion we don't have left. The only reunion we're waiting on right now is Samuel Tarly. He's the last.
But he's on the way.
So
He's on the way.
Is he going to Winterfell or is he
and
going to the wall?
we can't leave this point before we leave. When Sam was in the room with all the archmaesters,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
then after the so
he doesn't know. He still doesn't know yet.
He still doesn't know. He
doesn't
didn't
know
even know
that-
his.
yeah.
He didn't even know
His
his brother
brother
and
dead. Yeah.
He didn't even
He
know
doesn't
that,
know
and
his
he
brother's
left the person who has that
Information to tell him, so he gonna
But it's
find
common
out.
knowledge though. That's common knowledge.
He gonna find out
He
the
gonna
first
find
time he
out.
run up on somebody, yeah. And then not only that,
a
so
good point, I think of
but
that.
not only that, then the next or that very night when he was speaking with the chick's whatever her name is, she read the part which we've always been only
Oh, yeah.
we've
She read
only
that,
referred to Rhaegar's wedding
As a theory.
and not only as a theory, as a kidnapping or they stole a Stark. You know what I mean? But the person who what did they call it?
She
What was the
said,
term?
Rhaegar annulment.
It was a
She was like,
secret
what does annulment
annulment,
mean?
yeah.
And he
Annulment,
was like,
yeah.
that's when a man puts aside. And I love how he had the perfect context for the definition of annulment. When there are a million different definitions for annulment, right?
Yeah.
Right,
He was like, he's talking about marriage. How do
Right.
you- anyway,
I know
he's
what you mean.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's like, when somebody sets aside a marriage for something else, when they can marry somebody else. And then she was like, well, Rhaegar. She said his name wrong. She's like Rhaegar or something.
Yeah.
Set aside his marriage and did a secret marriage ceremonial
At
in Dorne.
At the very same day. The very
and
same
Dorne
day.
is where the Castle of Joy is. Y'all remember the Tower of Joy is where Ned was young and Bran called out to Ned. You remember the flashback?
Yup. Yeah.
That was
yeah.
in Dorne.
And that was where John was born.
All right, let's
Oh,
talk about that
okay.
dragon approaching John. There's so much shit that happened in this episode, man.
Yeah. So the dragon approaching John
Daenerys
and
knows,
touch
man.
and letting. First of all, these dragons. You don't know that these dragons don't let nobody even get that
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
number
I
one.
figured that. Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
one. Then they don't let nobody touch them.
No, nobody touches
Don't
him.
touch
Nobody
them.
touches them except Daenerys.
Yeah.
That's the only
Bro,
person.
that's when I saw her first open up to him. Like she smiled at him for like the first time type shit.
Yeah.
Well, did she smile at him? I think it's the
When she
first time
came down, when
smiled.
she like came down, and
her
stuff,
body
yeah.
language was completely different. You
It
said
was-
it was
She
when
was
Walmart
like,
came
she
back.
came out. She was like,
But
"They're
that's-
beautiful, aren't they?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
She
smiled
looked
at
like she
him
was
and
feeling him.
She was. She was.
Well,
feeling
they-
him.
no. She's
But-
feeling
oh,
him
she was-
now.
She was wet.
I know
down
they're
there.
like related.
She was
like,
and that no, but with the whole incest thing, that's
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
that they're related. We want them
Yeah.
to be related. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Incest is
Because
good in this.
incest, especially in the Targaryen situation, we need that.
Okay,
incest.
what sword do we think is Lightbringer? Did you tell him about the
Nah.
prophecy?
No,
So
so
the whole
yeah,
I don't
go
know
ahead,
about
break it
prophecy.
down.
The whole song of Ice and Fire is about this prophecy.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
biggest
break
thing.
that down. That's the most important. Yeah.
So it's a prophecy of a man named Azor Ahai. And that's who they thought Stannis Baratheon was. Every red priest thinks the person that they're with is supporting is the
That
person
chosen
in the
one.
prophecy. Right.
Right. Is
Which is
the-
why she was following
the prince who's
Stannis,
promised.
The prince who was promised. Some people think it's Daenerys in the world of Ice and Fire. Some people think it's Jon Snow. The fact that he came back to life, they're like, oh shit, it's him.
It's him, right.
Why else would the Lord of Light bring him back?
exactly.
But they're like, the Lord works in mysterious ways. He could bring somebody back just so they could do something else. That
So
can
they
make
could
the real
serve- so they could
chosen
serve a
one.
purpose for something else. Right.
So in that prophecy, the Azor Ahai had a sword that he tempered it for 10 days.
It's the hottest. It's the sun. It's the sword gives off the heat of the sun.
But the way it came into existence, it was like he tempered it for 10 days and then it broke and then he killed a
He
lion.
put it through
with
his wife's.
He killed a lion first.
Oh,
and then he tempered
yeah.
it for 30 days and then it broke and then he put it through his lover's heart, his wife, and then it sucked up all his heat, became Lightbringer, and then that was the sword they used to end the long night.
Yes.
Which was when the White Orcas came
through,
previously.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
waiting for the second
The last
coming
time.
of Azor Ahai.
But
Right.
they need this sword in order to end it. Now
And
we
I
need.
think
Because that's the one
I
that-
think it's the sword that Sam has.
I
'Cause
think
it's
it
called,
is,
it's
too.
called Heartsbane.
It is. It is. It went through a heart. So when you temper a sword, when the steel, it's when it's freshly hot. It's when it's freshly hot, and then they dip it in water. So instead of him dipping it in water, he was
And guess-
trying animals.
and
So
guess who we just
he
got
would
brought
stab
into
it
the
through a
crew?
heart, but he put it through his wife's heart, and that's what gave it the power that it
And
needed.
guess who we just got brought into the main crew? A fucking blacksmith.
Yes.
Right? And
Facts.
there are only certain people who can what is it called when you make a sword? It's a verb for that shit. Anyway, when you make a sword, only certain people can do it with Valyrian steel. Like that art has been lost. So some people,
because there's magic in it.
it's
too.
magic in Valyrian steel.
it,
So only some people can even break down existing Valyrian steel swords and make new Valyrian steel weapons.
Yeah.
With that broken down Valyrian steel, nobody knows how to make new Valyrian steel, which is why it's so valuable.
Yeah.
I think the secret is Targaryen blood and dragon fire. Right? Baratheons have Targaryen blood in them. It's a very small amount. So Gendry has Targaryen blood within him, and he's a blacksmith.
So
he
instantly he has magic now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And what did Sam just steal? A
Shit ton
shitload
of
of sacred scrolls.
Sacred scrolls, bro.
Sacred
He
lost
just ran through.
scrolls.
You
see what I'm
already
saying?
know the magic's coming back.
So,
early.
bro, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, bro. But they're bringing everything is coming to one location right now.
Yeah,
dog.
bro.
And you know what I think that location is? Fucking Winterfell, dog. I don't think it's gonna be Dragonstone.
Do you think that's where Sam is on his way to? Winterfell?
I can't. Who knows, bro?
Yeah, because
He
I
might be
know
based on the whole
Ice-
brand thing. He might
Look.
be going over there too, because that's where he got the
he
information
might.
from.
Yeah, he might be going to Winterfell.
It
Yeah.
is a song of Ice and Fire. The two main locations may be Winterfell and Dragonstone.
Stone.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Winterfell is fucking Winterfell.
Yeah, obviously.
Right.
And then Dragonstone, they have that the dragon glass, right?
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know what, bro. This shit is just about to be fucking epic as fuck. Like,
It's about to be amazing, bro. Like,
It's gonna be deep.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Last thing we got to mention, we
What-
have
what-
to talk about Arya, Littlefinger, and
oh
Sansa.
yeah, we cannot leave. We
This shit is
can't leave
major,
without
dog.
that. Yeah, we can't leave.
You think Sansa's gonna die? That's what you
No,
said.
I think Sansa's dead. I think she's dead.
You think Arya is not okay? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna give her a little more credit. I think she's gonna look into it a little bit
Okay,
more.
Arya. Okay, she's loyal to her family, but you
Yeah.
got to keep in mind, bro. She's about protecting the motherfucking wolf pack.
Yeah,
And in
yeah,
her mind,
she's-
Sansa's not a part of the pack right now.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm
because
saying?
she read right through her in that scene that they had in the bedroom.
Yeah.
she was
She read-
like, "This is mother and father's room."
But
Yeah.
at the same time, she knows Littlefinger, and she
Right.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know. She might be playing his ass
Now,
too.
exactly. This is what I'm
so
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I don't like these mind. That's why
It's mind
that's
games
why,
that they got
That's
going
why I
on,
fuck
bro.
with the Starks because they don't do the mind games.
And the only reason I feel like everything's gonna be okay is because who? My nigga Bran. The fact that Bran
Right.
knows everything.
He hasn't been no-
he had
he-
a knife. Did you see how this nigga passed her the knife? Do y'all remember that shit? He said, "I don't want it." This nigga did like this. It was almost a little gay, a little bit. He did like this. He was like, "I don't want it." Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
because it was almost like he wanted to see if sparks would fly or some shit.
When he did that shit was intentional for a purpose, bro.
It
Like,
was.
He leaned back like, okay, this is set in stone now. So I think Arya might. She's
gonna
intelligent, bro.
That's the knife that's gonna kill
Kill
either Littlefinger, Sansa, or Sansa.
It's gotta be Littlefinger.
That Valyrian steel blade will kill either Sansa or Littlefinger.
The only reason I think Sansa may not die is because they're foreshadowing her death. And when Game of Thrones, when they tend to foreshadow, they will do a 180 on your ass.
Yeah.
See, I don't feel like they're foreshadowing her death as much as you do. Like, I feel like she's in danger for
Right.
her sister, but I don't think her sister.
Is gonna-
I feel like
I don't think
I
she's
feel
gonna
like
go
she's
in
gonna
there and
do more research, just like you said.
Yeah. I feel like something else
before
is gonna
she-
come up before
Alright.
she actually
I
makes
hear
that
what y'all
move.
saying, but Arya is not a researcher. She is a cold-blooded killer.
but-
when she came in, listen, she came into the room when they were all talking about John, this, that, and the third, right? She came into the room. With
True, her
Sansa
tempers run
talking
high.
about
She makes moves kind of quickly sometimes.
She came in there talking about straight death. She was like, they talking shit about John. You need to cut off some heads.
But you know what? She do need to cut off some. But see, that's the thing. She's with the Stark way because the Stark way is.
If your loyalty,
Look, if your loyalty is shaky, I'll take
Yeah,
your head and
yeah.
make sure everybody else is. Because
Yeah.
don't you ever forget, because Ned is with the shit.
The Northman.
Ned was with that shit too. He's
Yeah.
like, Ned is like, I love all you. You know I love you. Don't you dare cross me. I'll take your
Hey,
head. This is what happens.
this is
That's
shit
it.
that might happen. Arya might fuck around and kill every nigga she saw motherfucker talking to, bro. I mean, Arya's a fucking.
She might go ahead and
she's
get
an
it.
assassin, like
She's an
legitimately
assassin.
now. She's
And
a
she already said
legitimate
she wanted their
assassin.
heads going. And what does Ned always say? Whoever gives the sentence should swing the sword. Say she's an assassin. That fits perfectly, bro.
It does.
If I'm sentencing you to death, I'll fucking kill you. Now let's talk about how foolish John was for not stopping by Winterfell on the way to the wall.
What the fuck was that about?
that
That
was
was stupid
kinda
as
whack.
shit.
That was kinda
That was
whack.
so stupid.
Yeah.
Why-
I think
why-
they're just trying
why-
to move it forward. Like that's
But
why they
why
jumping
would you
ahead
not
like
check
that.
in one time, bro? It's on the
You're
way.
king in the north, bro.
It's
And
on the
you know
fucking
everybody's
way,
there
bro.
right now too. And
You
you can
what
say,
the fuck?
yeah,
You ever
you
seen
know,
your
like
sister
he
and your
knows,
brother?
he knows that they're there.
Bro, you ever seen Bran?
I guess-
since
I
you
don't
left
know.
Winterfell. You ever seen any of them since you left to join the Night's Watch? Bro?
You wouldn't
You
pop
thought they
in
were
just
dead.
to say what's up.
No, bro, there's so
Not
many
even,
reasons
not
to
even
go
say,
in.
not even say what's up. To like,
To
you
re-up on
plan,
troops,
like
to re-up
yeah,
on
re-up
fucking
on troops, like bring
there
people
was
with you.
strategic reasons to go back,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
To recap with Bran, bro, there were so many reasons.
But he don't know what Bran is though. He don't know what Bran is. So like from us,
Does he not know yet?
he doesn't know. He doesn't know that Bran is The three-eyed raven?
Yeah, no, he does. No. Yeah.
How does he know that?
Brand sent
They
that
all
down.
know.
He sent it out to everybody.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. That doesn't mean he doesn't know that Brand can see all of this stuff.
He does.
He does.
He said
They
Brand
do.
says he saw them at East Watch by Sea. He said that. He
No.
said that.
Okay,
And you know
but-
what? No. And not only that, yeah, he said that one, and Brand let everybody know what he was, what he was, because even when Sansa was introducing Arya back to Brand, she was like, he's a little different now.
He sees visions.
Right.
visions.
But I'm saying, how was that translated through a message that you send with a raven? Like, how does
Okay,
he,
because when the
Because
I got
he knows-
you, I got you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So are you saying he doesn't have the information, or are you saying he doesn't believe the information?
No. He believes the information and he gets that, but he doesn't understand how Brand has been changed as a core being.
No,
Okay, I
think
got
he
that, but
understands
I don't think he knows the kind of wealth and knowledge that Brand has because he still hasn't met with him
I
yet.
think so, because Brand was like, dude, I saw a vision. They're fucking coming. I'm a 3-eyed raven now. I can see shit.
Oh, so wait, did the message say I
the
saw a
one the
vision?
Matrix had said that.
It said vision?
Usually when they send a message out like that, they send the same one everywhere.
Oh, so but it said
It
I had
said
a
three-eyed
vision.
The
raven.
Matrix came out and said that.
Three-eyed raven. Okay.
He
I
did,
missed that. I missed that.
yeah,
I missed
yeah.
that.
He came
I
out and
missed
said that.
Okay.
So, bruh, the Winterfell is your fucking headquarters, bruh. That's the knowledge capital of the fucking world right now, bruh.
Yeah, it is.
Even more than Dragonstone.
Yeah.
And you would not stop in. And you not only that, you got Gendry, you got what are you doing, bruh?
Bruh,
You got all the
yeah.
lords of the fucking North at Winterfell. You got the lords of the fucking Vale at Winterfell, bruh. That shit was just horrible, dog. There's no reason not to stop.
And then not only that, it's like, you know, they didn't want you to go anyway. You need to check in to let them niggas know you alive still,
it might have been budget purposes, right? Because they only got 7 episodes this season.
and time purposes.
Because if it was 10
That's what I'm
episodes, they
saying.
would have
It's
done
time.
it.
It's time.
They would have had to
They
do
trying to
it.
move.
In
They
the
trying to
book,
jump and move things forward quickly.
yeah. And
Okay,
even
but
when the
so-
book
okay.
starts, they're
They're
gonna
trying to
do
set
it.
up and get
Now, the
get
fact that they're
popping.
moving things this quickly is a good thing for us, and I'm going to tell you why. The fact that they need to push things forward that fast, and they have a whole season left, what the fuck do they have in store for us? Y'all see what I'm saying? If they have to
Yeah.
move shit forward, they're like, okay, well, no, we got to get to the action. We got to get them there now.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, how many episodes are left?
Got 2
There's
more.
2
More
episodes
episodes.
left in this season, but there's one more season though.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Because the book is 7. The book is
well,
going
that
to
is confirmed, right? We're not going to be surprised. I'm like, oh shit, it's the last season. There's one more season confirmed for sure, right?
There
I
has to
believe
be,
so. I
yeah,
believe
because
so.
there's 7 seasons. There's 7 books. There will be 7 books in this series. There were only 5 books in, but the reason we're one ahead is because they split book 3 into 2 seasons, 2 TV show
okay.
seasons.
And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Cersei is going to win the Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and end with our predictions. So you said you think Cersei's gonna
Yeah,
win?
no, that is I'm 100% behind that.
because
Because
her strategicness has just been.
let's not forget, the name of the show came from Cersei. Let's not forget that. She's the one who said, when you play the Game of Thrones, you win
yeah.
or you die.
Yeah.
That is Cersei Lannister saying.
Oh,
and
shit.
the amount of character growth that we've seen, she's went all the way to the bottom, but she always comes up. She survives every situation.
She does.
And not only that, but she's learned, dog. She's learned.
She's finally learning because it took her a while. She just started learning last season.
And she's learned, like, family doesn't mean shit. She's been betrayed by Tyrion, even though she caused that, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't give a fuck about Jaime as a family member as much as only what she can use
Well,
him.
she
How-
called him a
how-
soldier earlier, so she's separating. And when she said that in that moment, she was separating like what they are.
Exactly. She sees everything as pieces. She's looking at it as a Game of Thrones.
She's looking at a chessboard.
And
right
the only characters that are really doing that right now are Sansa, who learned from Cersei. Sansa's looking at people as pieces. Littlefinger's looking at people as pieces, and Cersei, and Tyrion as well.
now. Yeah.
Other than that, there are no more real players. I mean, I guess Varys as well. Varys is a player. He's dangerous. I don't think we should sleep on Varys, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, I was starting to like him, but I don't know what this nigga's up to.
I told you I never liked Littlefinger or Varys.
So I'm telling you, bro, I think Cersei might come on top. But and I came to that conclusion when Jaime was like, "Oh man, so what are you gonna do? You gonna work with him?" Bro, I didn't even care what the fuck she said. It's like her body language. I'm like, okay, I know what she's gonna do. I know what she's gonna do. Bro. She's gonna get close as fuck up into their circle, bro.
And
She's-
break that shit all the way.
She's
up.
gonna fight. She's gonna help them. She may be one of the reasons that they win against them. But once they win against the White Walkers, bro,
She's
she's gonna
turning on
catch
them
wreck.
immediately.
Yeah, bro.
Immediately.
No, yeah. She has no loyalty to any of them, bro.
Yeah.
The only thing that can stop her is Arya, because she's the first bitch on I think Arya's list.
Oh yeah, no, Joffrey was, I think, but at this point it's,
It's her.
Cersei.
It's gotta be
I think
Cersei.
Arya is the the fact that there's so many things against the good guys. The only hope we have is supernatural motherfuckers at this point. Like
wait,
but-
talking about the good guys?
the good
Oh,
guys.
good
Remember
guys?
4 was supernatural because the first 2 or 3 seasons it wasn't really supernatural at all. Right?
It wasn't at
Right.
all.
It's
See,
not.
yeah.
Just, yeah.
Because honestly, when I was even reading the books, I'm like,
It's almost just like Middle East.
when magic,
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
like
ma-
Lord of the, almost Lord of the,
Less
maybe like
Lord-
Braveheart or something. Braveheart
because-
didn't have
No.
dragons.
The first season there was literally no magic. There was
Yeah,
literally no
it's
magic.
nothing.
yeah,
And that's what I thought the show was. I thought it was just like Braveheart. Just
been
fight
slowly
sword and
building up.
sandals.
Like the season
That's what I thought it
finale,
was.
that's when the dragons came in. The magic came back into the world because magic's tied to dragons. But the
Yeah.
dragons were fucking babies. Are you
Yeah.
gonna make it to adulthood? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and
and people
then
would
the
say,
larger they got, the more magic grew throughout
and we're
the
learning
world.
that the legends and shit were real. We're like, holy shit. Mind you, the White Walkers didn't come in until like the third or fourth book. We really saw some shit.
Oh.
So we're like, okay, this is a magical fantasy world now. So now the good guys have a shot. We got Bran who knows everything. We got Arya who's a faceless man. We got Jon Snow who could come back to life, and we got Daenerys who has these dragons. So it was like, okay, the scales have been balanced out.
That's what I'm saying. Think about how deep that is, though. You got all these powerful characters coming together, like on the good side,
With magic.
all this
when-
shit going, and you still looking at them like, I don't know if they can win.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
But
vicious,
you know
bro.
what?
Yeah, yeah.
This
But
story
that's
is
the
crazy.
thing. Even though so much magic has come back, everybody realizes and respects the magic back except the Lannisters yet.
Because they don't know, bro. No, that's about to change. That's
You think that's about to change?
Because every time I'm like, bro, they need to bring some proof, bro. Don't go down and empty fucking handed talking about. And what was the focus of this episode? They're like, bro, fuck it, we're gonna bring proof. We're gonna
Yeah,
bring proof.
yeah.
I'm like, finally, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we have all the major characters together, literally just to get proof right now. Then-
And I know, and this is not the first time they tried to bring proof. Let's not forget that. The first time they tried to bring proof was back in book 1 when Jon killed a white that was trying to kill Mormont while he was sleeping. They cut off his hand. And they sent.
Oh, they took it out to the wall.
They sent
I mean,
it
to King's Landing.
They sent it to King's Landing, but it had rotted before they got
They
there.
got there.
So this is not the first time they tried to bring it. They need to bring it back alive
Dragons,
this
the
time.
dragon. See, and that's one thing. Okay, there's a prequel book called fucking Princess and the Queen and the Rogue Dragon and shit. And this is when the Targaryens were in power. So every Targaryen, like if you have a Targaryen that's born, either you pass down, because dragons don't die from natural causes. So I had to pass down a dragon that's been around for ages. Like my grandfather's dragon, my grandfather's dead. I'll give it to my son type shit, right? Or the dragon picks the rider. Or a baby's born, you give them a dragon egg, so it grows up with them. So either you're going to get one that's inherited or you get one that grows up with you. This is relevant because the Targaryens back in the day, they didn't communicate with ravens. Like if they wanted an alliance, I'm going to send my nephew on dragonback to the castle.
Yeah.
With no backup, nigga.
And pull up like
Yeah.
what's
on
up?
a dragon.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
saw how much power and influence that dragon it has when he's over your shoulders, right?
Yeah.
So they would land at the castle like, okay, nigga, I'm a Targaryen. I want y'all to fight for us, or we're gonna torch this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
They would come
that's
out
how
and
they
say
used to
that,
do it back in the
Yeah.
but
book.
it's that subliminal threat, right?
Yeah.
That silent, what is it called, a veiled threat.
Yeah.
So, and also communication was much faster because you're not sending ravens, you're sending, like I said, actual people on dragons. My messenger is my royal blood nephew, nigga.
And he's on the way in a couple
Yeah.
hours.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
So,
pulling up soon.
They haven't used that yet, which I'm disappointed because
I'm disappointed in that too.
because Daenerys is getting outmaneuvered, and the reason she's getting outmaneuvered because she's the queen, but she's the only dragon rider. That's a risk. Now, if you're a dragon rider and you got like a nephew and a cousin that's also dragon riders, you can send them on message and quest because it's not as risky. Then we could have been like, okay, you want proof? I'm gonna send my cousin to ride that dragon to the wall to look. All he gotta do is look, and then he can fly back. You
Yup.
see what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna use the dragons when the dragons come into the play, bro. The transportation is gonna change, which already
We already know John's gonna get one.
he is definitely.
That's a given.
And they're cheating right now because they expedited the transportation so fast right now, bro.
They are.
People are traversing like
Bro, they're making boat travel seem like a motherfucking jet plane,
dog.
bro.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
That last episode was probably the span
They're
of
not
3 months, bro.
giving they're not giving you a sense of
Exactly.
time. They're not giving you
No,
a sense of time right
They're
now.
not because he went from Dragonstone to King's Landing, which no, they're
Yeah.
close.
Talking about
Dragonstone to King's Landing is close.
you're on Greyjoy. That
No, I'm talking
motherfucker
about-
moving.
I'm talking about today.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So on this episode, they went from Tyrion and Davos went to King's Landing,
Yep.
back to Dragonstone, then from Dragonstone and then to
To
the
the
wall,
east, yep.
to the wall,
Yep.
bro,
Yeah.
in one episode.
That's impossible, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
impossible
Now,
in book time.
King's Landing and the Dragonstone, they're pretty close.
They are.
They'll probably happen within a chapter. Like,
Yeah.
they'll come back another chapter, they'll be there. But the wall, bro, that usually takes them like half a book, if not an entire book, bro.
That's a fact, bro. Yeah, bro. When John was traveling to the wall to originally go to the wall, shit took half the book, bro. About a quarter of the book.
Because John was at Winterfell, mind you, so he was close as shit to the
He
wall.
was closer, and it still took him like
Now-
a quarter of this
Now,
big ass book.
King's Landing to the wall is a 75% of a book journey. Like if that should happen mid book, they wouldn't get there till like the quarter way through the
Yeah.
next book. You would have forgotten about that character, and they pop up at King's Landing. You'd be like, oh shit.
I forgot they were moving there.
Mormont
yeah.
got from the Citadel to fucking Dragonstone, and was it 2 episodes when
Yep.
Sam cut that shit
It
off?
was the
Yeah.
last. It was the one.
Because he
it
was
two
going. He
episodes,
was
two
going from a
episodes.
whole
Yeah, it was two
episode.
It was 2 episodes. You're right.
Yeah.
So
Because it was episode 3 where they finished cutting it off.
yeah. So I understand they want to expedite things. My
Yeah,
only
yeah.
thing
That's what I
is-
was gonna ask you if they did that for the show.
Yeah, they did that for
my
the
only
show. They did that for the
complaint
show, second
is the
time.
lack of consistency and pacing, right? Now I understand you want to gradually increase the pacing as you approach Act 3, right? Because otherwise we'll get bored. However, it wasn't a gradual increase. Season 1 was a slowly increase, and the war popped off, right? And then things got faster and faster. Season 3, then season 4, season 5, when Ramsey had Winterfell, shit slowed down.
It did.
Big time.
It stopped.
It stopped.
Time
Daenerys
stopped,
was in the
bro.
same location for like 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
everything went to a halt for season 5, and then season 6 it got faster. For season 4 it went slow, I think it was, and it sped up. It sped up when Jon came back to life, and then it's still speeding up kind of situation. My thing is, you don't have. It was. I think it was poor planning because you had a consistent pace, slow down, then a jump, and then speed up. And I feel like they could have bridged that and made season 5, whatever season that was really really slow.
Yeah.
They could have took the shit from these super fast seasons and then pulled it back here.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You
I
see
see
what I'm
what
saying,
you're
right? I
It
feel like
made,
that was
it,
poor
it,
planning.
it made it more. It made it more believable. Too.
Yeah, because they bust everything together.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. They could have kept us hooked. Just spray this shit out.
They
Have
could've.
Jorah come back last episode.
Because I think it was
Like,
that season 5 where it was like we got
nothing happened.
Yeah,
it was
nothing
literally
happened.
like from from episode 2 to episode 8, nothing happened.
Yeah, that's
and that's
right.
when we was waiting for the battle of the. They was waiting for Stannis.
Yeah,
They was waiting for
yeah.
Stannis to come. Nothing happened in between that time.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, what the fuck?
It got boring for the watchers, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, we haven't seen Theon. They didn't show Theon this episode.
Nah.
What do y'all think
And-
about that?
I'm
Theon
fine with
is-
it. I don't
Theon
like
is-
Reek.
Theon is still in Dragonstone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't show Euron either. And whenever they don't show Euron, I get
Yeah,
worried.
that's
when
true.
they
Because
don't
Euron is dead.
Yeah, he's out here.
When they
Euron's
don't show
out.
him one episode, he shows up next episode to fuck up some good shit.
yeah.
He does
Every
bruh.
time.
He does come to put some plans to a complete
At the
halt,
end of an
bruh.
episode.
And bro, Euron, it might be the greatest villain we've seen since the Joker, bro.
Oh,
I'm
okay, so
telling
then
you,
that's
bro.
that guy.
I'm
Okay,
telling
I don't.
you,
I
bro.
forgot,
Hey.
I forgot his
Yeah.
name, but it's that guy with the big ass smile and shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't be surprised if Cersei catches wreck on Dragonstone while motherfuckers are going north right now. Because
Yeah, but there's not too much for her to catch wreck on. I don't feel
Yeah,
like she
there's
has that
nothing
many.
there- there's
How many
nothing there
troops
for her
does
to
she
get
have
wreck on.
there?
see y'all making a mistake on underestimating Cersei again.
Nah, but what's she gonna do? When
she
she
has
gets
that gold. She got that gold an episode ago.
She does.
And that dude from the Iron Bank was there. She was like, bro, if you need more troops, I can get you more troops.
So when are
And
we
she
gonna?
said-
That's right. That's
when-
right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what Euron is. He's bringing the gold company, bruh. Because she mentioned the gold company.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's sailing them back.
Yeah, that's what he is. 'Cause, okay, the Golden Company.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
The Golden Company is
Okay,
legendary,
let me get y'all
bro.
backfire on the fucking Golden Company. So the best sellsword company was like mercenary armies, right?
Yeah, didn't
They're-
Daenerys run in with them? Have a run in with them?
Yep.
Did she?
She did back in
back in,
Essos. That was
yeah.
when
No, it was the gold. It was the Second Sons.
the Second Sons, but they
But
were
then
there.
also-
It was
but they
like
were
all
there,
three
too.
of them were there.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I don't. I
think they had, like,
I don't
a
ever
meeting, bro.
remember. No.
Really?
The reason I say this because the Golden Company is my absolute favorite company.
That's
I
the
don't
company
remember hearing
John
them.
Covington went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the Second Sons. It was. I don't think it was going. I could be wrong. But I love them so much. I think I'll remember them. And the reason why they're so legendary. All right, so you got the Unsullied because they don't have they don't have fear,
Which is I was
and
gonna
they
say
can't
just
feel
now.
pain.
I was
right?
gonna say we need to find a way to get them back too. She
the
need to do
Golden,
that, but
we do need to go Unsullied back. I
Yeah.
think that's a plot point.
Yeah,
I think
that's-
they
yeah.
got them there. They're going to keep them there until the story needs them,
them, yeah.
right? Because I think a lot of good armies are about to die and get wiped out,
And then
they're
they gonna
like,
have to
fuck,
come
we don't
back.
have any more armies left. And they go, oh yeah, the fucking Unsullied.
Unsullied.
And don't forget about Arya's wolves, right? She has an
Yeah.
army of wolves.
She
in
does.
the Riverlands.
We don't know if
does
she
though,
has
because
power
because
because-
her dire wolf wasn't really fucking with her last
Yeah,
time.
not yet, because the story doesn't need them yet.
Right, I get that. I think
I
in
felt
a
like that
moment in
scene
which
was whack
she
as
needs
hell.
it might happen, but
They didn't show the army. It's okay. It's supposed to be an army of hundreds of wolves. They only
Yeah.
showed like fucking
Bro, it was
five.
like 10, bro.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be an
These are
army
like
of wolves.
200
if
wolves,
she
bro,
know
in
if
the-
she undoubtedly commands this army,
In the
then she
book?
might be damn near one of the most
in the
powerful.
book, yeah.
Say-
Her,
No,
her
I think
wolf
Bran is gonna
controls,
control
like
these
every
armies.
wolf.
And I think Bran is going to be. So hold on, y'all. The Golden Company. This is vital, y'all. This is vital to the plot. Okay, so Jon Snow, they call him the White Wolf, right?
Yeah.
And it's interesting he's called the White Wolf because the Stark sigil is a gray wolf on a white
On
field
a
of
white-
snow.
Yeah.
And bastards, they invert the colors. So his sigil would be, even though he doesn't have one, would be a white wolf on a gray
Gray
field.
field,
Which he has
He has
that
a
now.
white dire wolf, and they call him the White Wolf
Wolf,
now.
yeah.
So it all comes together. He's Jon Snow, right?
Right.
So the Targaryens is a black dragon on a red field of fire. Now the black, bro, this shit is so epic, dog. I love this shit. This is like Targaryen history.
Yeah,
type
it
shit.
is, it
There's
is.
a Targaryen bastard. You know, they married sister to sister. So it was one. It was a Targaryen, two Targaryen brothers, and a sister. And the one that married, who was the rightful heir, he was a dick, right?
Yeah.
So his brother, he was the first Blackfire, right? So his brother had an affair with the sister. Y'all got me?
Yep.
So uses the king and queen of sisters. Now we got a king and queen who are brother and sister, and then we got an affair between a brother and sister. right? So the blood is still like all Targaryen on both sides. It's a bastard. It's called a great bastard. When a bastard it has lords on both sides, right? This is the first Blackfire. And his sigil, instead of a black dragon on a red field, is a red dragon on a black field. Blackfire.
Who is this though?
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling
Okay.
you. Okay. So this is the first Blackfire. There were 2 Targaryen swords. You know, and the Starks have ice.
Yeah.
The Targaryens had Dark Sister and they had Blackfire. Blackfire always went to the son that's about to get the throne. But the king gave, instead of giving it to the heir, who was a dick, he gave it to the one who wasn't the heir. He gave the sword to the Blackfire, right? He took that as his last name. All right, now I'm going to give my last name Blackfire because I had the Blackfire sword, the sword of my father, or my great-great-grandfather, Aegon the Conqueror, right? So people were like, do we follow the nigga who's the rightful heir, or do we follow the nigga that the king gave his sword to, who the conqueror, who's a warrior? Because the other king wasn't a warrior. You see what I'm saying? This was a knight. He's a warrior. He's the people want to follow type shit.
Yeah.
So this started Blackfire rebellions, and this will cause a lot of the dragons to be killed off and shit because they were fighting themselves. Or Targaryens killing themselves.
Dragons on dragons fighting each other back
so
in the day.
when the Blackfires lost, they got exiled and banished from the 7 kingdoms, and they were sent to Essos, right?
Yep.
And they started the Golden Company, and the Golden Company is the greatest sales sword company in history.
So
they
Targaryen started the Golden Company?
Yes.
a Blackfire,
Blackfire.
who has Targaryen blood. Who is a Targaryen?
Targaryen bastard.
A Blackfire is to Targaryen what a Snow is to Stark. Y'all with me?
Yes.
They started the Golden Company, and the Golden Company has not lost a single.
Okay, so the only thing that threw me off there is because Targaryen is like it's Targaryen blood, but it's a bastard with another Targaryen though, right?
Correct, but they weren't married.
But they weren't married, so
Yeah.
it's a great bastard, but he still does have full Targaryen blood.
Full Targaryen, which
full
is why he has
blood.
such a strong claim.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so now mind you, the Targaryen swords have been lost. Blackfire and Dark Sister have been lost. People are theorizing that the Valyrian steel sword, the dagger that Arya has, they're theorizing that it may actually be Dark Sister broken down because when Samuel is in the book in the Citadel looking at Targaryen weapons and like a Valyrian steel weapons,
looked like
it's
it.
a picture of that exact dagger.
Yep,
It's the
yep.
exact dagger
Yep.
that a brand gave to Arya. So people are saying, and in his name, it could be named Dark Sister, right? So they're saying this may be vital to the plot. But I'm digressing, right? So the Golden Company is called the Golden Company because they're the most expensive company, but they never lose.
They've
so
never
if you,
lost a
Sellsword,
battle.
yeah.
if you get the Golden Company, you have guaranteed you won the war. That's it. They're the
Yeah.
best strategy because all of them are exiled lords from Westeros.
From what? Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're saying Euron is out there on Cersei's mission right now, grabbing them,
Grabbing
bringing
them.
back.
Yeah.
She said it with her own words. She's the Golden Company, and they're all like usually sell swords are like Bronn, like the Savages type shit. Like they're like low lives.
But not them.
The Golden Company are fucking like Mormont. If he didn't join Daenerys, he would have joined the Golden Company because you're a lord. Okay, I'm going to join the Golden Company. We're strategists. We're not going to war just throwing troops out there. All right, we need to set up a fucking trench. We need to do this. Like they're efficient.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have elephants.
Cersei has them and Euron, dog. Bruh, it might be a wrap for Daenerys, dog. Miss Jordan,
So
no,
Daenerys has a whole lot of raw power. Cersei has like a lot of instincts and smarts and like.
No, I'm saying if she comes over with Euron, Euron has the seas on lock. The seas are on lock right now.
The seas are locked down by the Greyjoys.
If they come with the Golden Company, I feel like she's virtually the only thing that's going to stop her is the White Walkers, dog. 'Cause I feel like the Golden Company, I feel like they can stop a dragon.
But how? That's what I'm saying.
Bruh,
they haven't shown a workaround for the dragon other than that.
Okay,
the,
that's the thing. That's the thing.
But they're started from Targaryen, so they know how to kill a
Right,
dragon.
you see what I'm
too.
saying?
They
And
have
that's the
that.
thing.
They have
Dragons
that
aren't
knowledge.
invincible, bro.
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
With the
they're not.
Targaryens, when they were fighting, dog, like Targaryen, like one dragon was killed by like a fucking riot of just soldiers. I mean, from people. You know what I'm saying? One was killed. Like they're destructible. You know, and they aren't invincible.
Right.
And these dragons are way bigger than Daenerys' dragons. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no. Her dragon is by no means. It's the fear that the dragon puts on the battlefield and the chaos that it causes when the fire comes down, type shit.
Yeah.
That's why they're so hard to defeat because people aren't mentally prepared to be around your people. Like even in real life, flamethrowers have been banned from
from
war
yeah.
because of the psychological trauma that it causes, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why they're so dangerous, right? And because they can get you in a castle. It changes warfare, nigga. You can't just hide and wait anymore. Your castle, you're not safe in your castle.
Yeah, because what happened with Harrenhal is he didn't want to. What happened with Harrenhal is he didn't want to come out his castle.
I remember the quote verbatim.
So what was the
The
quote?
quote verbatim. Oh my god. So Aegon rides up to the castle.
Yeah, but this is some
You know what I'm
big.
saying?
That's and I don't know if y'all noticed this. You haven't seen this yet, but when they were in Harrenhal, that's where Tywin Lannister used to chill at. The castle is melted.
Now, Harrenhal is the largest castle in Westeros.
The
dog.
largest.
And
yeah.
it was built by Harren, who has been named Heron the Black. This is the cruelest ruler. He was like the most dominant dude when Aegon the Conqueror came. You know they say 7 kingdoms, but if you do the math, you count them out, it's really like 8 or 9, right? Depending on some are debatable. I'm gonna say 9. The reason they say 7 is because Heron, he had the Riverlands and the Iron Islands where the Greyjoys have. There was one united kingdom. That's why the Greyjoys are always trying to like conquer more shit because they feel like they got slighted. Right. So Heron the Black had all of that shit, and he had Harrenhal, the humongous castle. So Aegon comes and he's like, okay, look, I'm gonna need you to surrender, or you're gonna die. You go bend a knee or die. And he said, I got all these men and 3 dragons outside of your castle. He said, what's outside of my castle is of no concern to me. These walls are thick.
Facts. Because it's the thickest, it's the largest and strong, and one of the strongest.
He said, and then Aegon says, your walls are thick, but they can still burn.
Yep.
And he said, come this time dawn, you will be dead. You and your men will be dead. And Heron the Black was like, okay. Bro, I love reading it, bro. When you read it as they write it, it's just so artistic, and you get the like visual of that shit. I'm not doing it justice.
Yeah.
As I'm reading it, they were like, they got the archers ready to shoot down the dragon all on the edge of the castle. Because you got to hit them under their wings type shit. That's what they're vulnerable, because the scale's on the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So the dragon flies super duper high, so high up in the sky that you can't even see it. And then it descends straight down on the fucking castle, dog. Straight fucking down. And he just fucking torches it indefinitely to the point where the walls get so fucking hot, it turns to an oven, and it literally cooks everybody inside alive, bro.
Yeah, and it melted the metal. It melted the bricks.
And since then, everybody that has held Harrenhal, the entire line has ended. So it's like a cursed castle. Yeah. So during the War of the 5 Kings, they kept passing that castle off. And who has it right now? People forget. Littlefinger's the rightful owner of Harrenhal right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Littlefinger's going to die. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's a cursed castle.
And Littlefinger doesn't have any lineage yet either.
I forgot who had it before Littlefinger. What the fuck?
Tywin had it before.
Was it Janos Slint? They gave it to Janos?
They did, and he went to the wall,
and then Jon Snow cut his head off.
Yep. Tyrion, Tywin was holding it before then. Then they honored it to Janos Synth. He went to the wall, and then now it's been left to...
Bro, we still haven't seen Howland Reed, bro. What the fuck?
Howland Reed. Damn, we still haven't seen this nigga. And he's still alive, bro.
Yeah, we still haven't seen him, bro.
But their castle was taken, though.
No.
Yes, it was. Isn't
fucking
that
Greywater Watch?
Oh, Greywater Watch. I was thinking Mo Kalen.
Okay, who was Howland Reed? Y'all remember Mira Reed? Mira Reed, who was traveling with Bran. And she's like, you're not gonna say bye to me.
Yeah.
The one that was like, you're not gonna say bye to me.
So when Ned was fighting at the Tower of Joy, it was seven of them against 3, right? Yep. Everybody died that was on Ned's side except Howland Reed. So he's the only one who knows Jon Snow's parents who's alive.
Right.
He's the only one that knows the truth.
Greywater Watch. They have a castle in like the marshlands.
And
it's a moving castle, dog.
So nobody can ever find it.
No enemy has ever set eyes on this castle, and you only discover the castle when they want you to discover it. Yep. So I'm wondering what kind of secrets this motherfucker's gonna bring to it. He guards the neck. Like the neck is what connects the southern kingdoms to the north. And no southern army has ever breached the north. He's the guarding. His family guards that shit. So I feel like they speculate that he knows magic and shit. That's why his castle can move. He sent his kids to go with Bran, like type shit. I'm gonna send y'all on this quest for the Night's War or whatever. So I could talk forever, bro. I'm the biggest nerd on this shit, bro.
It's all good. I
was gonna say, so basically though, like all of this started because we were talking about a gold company.
Oh yes.
Okay, so the Golden Company is coming back. That's what we're saying where Euron is right now.
And they've never lost a battle.
That's what we're speculating.
Yeah. I know that's what we're speculating
on.
Where Euron is. What was the other question that we had brought up in that moment when we were talking about it? You were asking about Euron and somebody else. It was Reed. Theon. So Theon, he's still at Dragonstone right now, right? Because that's where he pulled up at when he saw Jon.
That's the last time we saw him. Yeah.
That's the last time we saw him.
So what the fuck?
And he's not a prisoner. He's not a Daenerys.
He's not doing a secret mission because he asked Daenerys for help get his sister back, and we didn't even know where she is.
Oh, that's right. We don't even know. Yeah, that's right.
And to me, that's a good sign. That means the fact that they're not in the White Walker conflict right now, to me, means they're saving them for something else later in the story.
Right.
And Theon has been a main character since the very first book, bro. Like, any scene he's in, they mention him. And this scene they haven't done in the show, but in the book, Bran is still north of the wall, but he can communicate through people through weirwood trees. So if you're saying a prayer in front of a tree, you might hear a whisper. And you might was that the wind? Like you're not sure. It's not like
and that was Bran talking to you.
Right, it's not full blown conversation. You might hear a word on the wind. What the fuck was that? So he's crying or whatever. He's reeking shit. And he's kneeling in front of the tree. He's like, please forgive me. He's praying to the gods. He's like, please forgive me for what I did. And it's ironic that he's asking for forgiveness. And Bran is like the person he double crossed in a sense, right? And he's like, he hears the tree. He's like, I just want things to go back to the way they were. How can I ever be forgiven? And he heard the tree say what he thought was Theon. He's like, Theon, that's who I was. He's like, that's who I was, Theon. Like, now they're calling him Theon in the show. It has more significance because no one has referred to him as Theon in ages.
Long
it's
time.
Reek.
They either
He's
call
been
him Reek by the Ramsey, or by the Northmen, he's referred to as Turncloak. He's still in the North, but he's treated like shit because he betrayed the North.
Yeah.
So they don't give a fuck about him. They call him Turncloak. When they see him, they spit, like, no respect.
Yeah.
So he says Theon. He's like, Theon, that's what they used to call me. That's who I used to be type shit.
Yep. I
So,
remember that.
And Stannis is going to, they have a preview chapter in the next book. Stannis was going to behead, no, he was going to burn Theon. And then the Ravens start going fucking crazy saying Theon's name, which is Bran. So that means he's significant to the plot. They start going crazy saying Theon, 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 Theon. Kingswood, Weirwood, Theon. So then Yara, who's Theon's sister, she's like, Stannis, if you're going to kill Theon, you need to kill him how Ned would do it. You need to behead him, and you need to behead him in front of a Weirwood. So that means Bran wanted Theon alive. If Bran wanted Theon alive, that means he is essential to the war against the Whites.
He is, yeah, that's true, yeah.
So some people are saying nobody knows who Azor Ahai is. Some people are saying it's Jon. Some people are saying it's Daenerys. Some people are saying it could be Theon. Some people are saying it could be the Hound. Right? They saying there's some shit George R. Martin would do with making somebody we wouldn't even think it would be. Like, oh, that does make sense if we think about it, right?
Yeah.
Because he likes to redeem characters that we thought were irredeemable. Jamie's already been redeemed.
Reek is irredeemable to me.
The fact that he doesn't have a dick, I feel like that makes him.
It makes you a little bit more important. Because everybody,
I know what you mean.
because everybody that doesn't have a dick in the show plays a pretty minor role. The Unsullied and Varys have pretty.
And what are their
roles.
words, bro? What are the words of the?
That's because they're taken out of that temptation role. They have something that's removed.
So we can't have
life.
kids.
Yeah.
What are the words of the Greyjoys, bro?
Oh, damn! What is it?
What is dead may never die.
Well, yeah, what is dead never die? Yeah.
We got people coming back from the dead. We got White Walkers who's a Walking Dead army, and your ancient saying from 1,000 years. Let's not forget that the Greyjoys, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're descended from the first men, bro.
They are.
Is that confirmed?
100%.
Because they got wargs in their blood.
They
warg into fucking. They mentioned it in the book briefly.
They warred into Krakens in the ground, in the water.
No, it was a crack. It was a fucking what the fuck? Sea walruses. They were warging to them. Where Stark's warging the wolves, they warging the sea walruses. And your words are what is dead may never die. Their sigil is a fucking kraken. So people are like, bro, we make it a kraken for this isn't over with, bro.
We might see a Kraken. We
got dragons.
Yeah,
and we might
vicious.
see Theon
you see
control
shit like that,
then
then the playing field is really level on all sides when you see shit like that popping up.
I think because the only way Theon can redeem himself is if. Because he was already like a douchebag at first.
Yeah.
So you can't go back to being a douchebag.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
You got to become some new guy. Like
He's got to learn something. Man.
Like the Hound, he did a 3-parter, right? First he was a dick, and then he became like, I'm just all peace and shit, right? Now he's like, okay, fuck that. Sometimes you got to be a savage.
Yeah.
But you got to be a good savage.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Jamie's about to be in that 3rd part too. First he was a douche. Then he was, I don't know, he has like this in-between phase where he was a good guy, but he's
still with the shit for his family, though. Yeah.
So he's not full-blown good guy.
He's still
yet.
taking orders and not making his own decisions and shit
he's
like that.
completely manipulated right now.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
still
he's
being
annoying.
manipulated at all times.
I can't believe Cersei got that much power in her pussy, bro.
Too
It
much.
has to be good.
It's gotta
No,
be.
bro. The people she manipulates, bro. In the book, all her negotiating is based off her pussy. They don't do that.
It really is. It really.
They
They're
don't do it
not
in the show
showing
like
how
that.
powerful her pussy
in
is.
the book, it was 100% pussy, bro.
Yeah, it
like,
was.
Bro, when she fucks somebody, bro.
They turn into her slave, bro.
Dog, yeah, bro. She got some. I don't know what's
She
going
got some
on.
fire pussy.
No, she has to have some tight pussy, bro.
Because that's why
Can I
when
say that?
that's why when Euron was coming at her neck like that, I said, bro, she gonna give him some pussy.
I think he might have already hit it.
That might be
That
the
might
fake.
be his
that,
child.
that might be that baby
Might be
in her
his child.
stomach.
Bro, y'all remember
Oh.
Elena
That's what I
Tyrell?
thought at first when I
Elena
said it.
Tyrell, she was telling Marjorie about that. She was like, look, if you put this pussy on a nigga, like you become the king. Like you become the only person that can influence the king like that.
That's true.
So let's not underestimate the power of that pussy, man.
Yeah.
Let's not underestimate it.
And at the end of the day, bro, that's how we're gonna wrap it up. We never underestimate the power of the pussy.
Yeah.
That is the
The
quote.
motto of the night.
So the things of this season this season is all about homecomings. This whole
Homecoming.
Oh, yeah, that's what we said
this
last
whole
time,
thing
yeah.
is about homecomings, and let's never sleep on Cersei and the power of that pussy.
Yeah.
And we gonna see y'all next week.
See you next
Peace.
week, man.
Out.